Okay, so this is really my first empties, like, empty products review thing, but I've been wanting to do this for a good little minute, like probably like years if I really think about it. And we're a few days into the new month that I've been wanting to do this video. Right now it's actually 9:55 p.m. My baby finally was like, I'm going to sleep. So I was like, let me try to get this video together. Let's get into the video. The first product I actually don't have on hand because I threw it away. It gave me a severe allergic reaction, which I will put a photo somewhere for it. And it was the Olay product that I have up here. And I'm gonna have to give it a 0 stars, 0 out of 5. Each product I will be rating 0 out of 5. This one have to be a 0 stars, guys. I used it, I think, for 3 months. Body wash, I wasn't feeling it. Like the smell, I wasn't feeling it. The texture, I wasn't feeling it. But it was kind of like I had already purchased it and I didn't want to be wasteful. I really didn't want to, you know, throw it away. Like it was after the first use, I was like, yeah, this is not it. I already was giving it 1 out of 5 stars. But I was really trying to, if you see me looking over here, I'm looking at my notes, um, really trying to hold on until it was just this one day that I decided to mix that product with a different product. And apparently they had a specific ingredient in it. I forgot what the name of it was. I might put it in here if I remember, or put it in the comments if I remember the name of the specific ingredient. But it was within the first like 8 ingredients in the product. And apparently I screenshotted and everything because it was actually a crazy thing. I ended up using these two products that both had a specific ingredient, and my whole legs broke out and my whole body started to break out. I thought it was in hives. I literally had to go to urgent care. So 0 out of 5 stars. And they were like, yeah, you had an allergic reaction. Like, did you have a soap or something? At the time, I couldn't remember that I had used that soap previously. So very unfortunate, very, very not very demure at all. So we're gonna move on to the next product. Because I was definitely 0 out of 5 stars. Would not recommend. Yeah, it just next. Yeah, okay. I've already covered 0 out of 5 stars. So next I'm gonna talk about which one? I'm gonna stay on the body and soap, and so I'm gonna move on to the Dettol original bar soap, antibacterial soap. I actually, with this soap, I actually, this is actually my third one that I used in the past, 3 months. And if you can see that, antibacterial, I, in contrast to the previous thing I just said, I would highly recommend this. 5 out of 5 stars. I was looking for antibacterial soap, to really get me a good lather under my armpits, around my neck. Just a nice soap that cleanses, deeply cleanses. And so I have tried like that gold bar soap. I forgot what it's called right now. I'll put a picture of what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's like a gold bar soap. I tried that one and I wasn't really feeling it. It kind of smelled like, I'm not going to say what it smelled like, but it didn't smell too good after a few days, the soap itself. And I was like, I'm not sure what's going on here. I also tried like the Dove antibacterial before, and that was cool. I forgot why I didn't. I think I was just trying like different like other soaps to see if which ones worked better. But this one by far is probably my favorite. I really like the smell and the lather, the texture. But yeah, I think that it really gets me feeling really clean and gets rid of like the really, strong musky scent that can come with being postpartum or, just being a mom or being a human living in life. But yeah, and I used it for 3 months, as I said. Uh, one bar of soap, I would say, lasts me a month. So I get the 2 pack. You can get it from Amazon. I'll leave the link in the description, but definitely 5 out of 5 stars for me. And I would highly recommend that you at least try it out. Like if you're used to the Dove antibacterial or you're just looking for an antibacterial soap, I would highly recommend this one because it says soft on skin, tough on dirt, and I do believe that's exactly. And this, as you see, it says it's twin pack right there. So without further ado, we're going to move on to the next product. Staying on the theme of body, I think this is the other wash. So, additional to my antibacterial soaps, I always have some kind of creamy soap for my more intimate areas, and also to just add moisture back into my skin. What I like about this one with the blue top, again, this will be in the link in the description. What I do like about this one, it says 24-hour renewing micro moisturizer. Moisture. I love the creaminess and the way that it lathers. I really like the way my skin feels, where it has like this nourishing coat over it. Especially as I said, in the intimate areas, it cleanses it, but it doesn't mess with like the pH balance or other aspects of what an antibacterial soap is. Because in those intimate areas, it does have bacteria, and you don't want to, like, as a woman, you don't want to mess up that bacteria, and that pH balance. So it's really important to be careful. And every, woman is different. So what it claims to do is says renewed, healthy looking skin for 24 hours. And I believe that it did that. I believe it did the job. I loved how it has this really, let me smell it again so I can tell you a fresh idea about this. Yeah, it just smells clean. I don't know, like if it smells like almost like baby wash, like a clean, soft pillow is what it reminds me of if I were to describe it. And I do believe that the price for the value is equal. I think it was about $10 um, at the time that I purchased it. I don't know. It's fluctuating with all of the climate of what's going on in the world, but I would rate this definitely a 5 out of 5 for sure. This was it. Okay, so those are our soaps. Um, so just to be clear about the scale, 0 meaning never in your life. Never in your life. 1 meaning not really worth it. 2 meaning eh, didn't love it. 3 meaning decent, but I wouldn't repurchase it. 4 is like, this is really good. I'd recommend it. 5 being like, this is amazing. This is a part of my regular regimen, and I'm offering it to you. So when I'm talking about 5 out of 5 and 5 out of 5, these are part of my permanent regimen currently. So we're going to move on to um, still on body, but this is the Nivea Cocoa Butter with Deep Nourishing Serum. And what I really, really, really didn't like about this was I actually thought I was going to say, really, really like about this. It says 48 moisture body cream nourishes dry skin for visible radiance. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip to the rating. This rating for me was definitely like a 2 to 3 out of 5 because first of all, the smell doesn't give cocoa butter. Let me go ahead and open it again. I am not a fan. I mean, you guys may feel differently. So sorry, you guys may feel differently. So, you may feel like this is it for you. This may be old faithful for you. Okay. And if that's the case, don't mind me. I am not a fan. Okay. I used it all. Okay. I'm not playing. I used it all. I gave it a fair chance. Um, I'm very much like a sensual type of person. Like I really love smells and, touching all the five senses. This did none of that for me. But yeah, this is, it I think it smells more like Nivea than it smells like cocoa butter. I think it's a nice like moisturizer. It says smooth cream over body daily. Um, it's not giving luxury. I think that's really like a thing for me. Like I like to feel like a luxury feeling if I'm going to pay good money for something. And it's just not giving it for me personally. Like it's just not. First of all, the packaging wasn't something I really enjoyed, but the product itself, I did like how like my skin kind of ate it all up. But other than that, 48 hours is a stretch. 48-hour moisture was a stretch for me personally. And I think that but my skin could just be thirsty, and I fully understand that could be the case. And therefore, still I would say when saying nourishes dry skin, meaning it is for thirsty skin, it's not really quenching that thirst. Nivea cocoa butter is really not quenching that thirst, and that smell is not it. I like islandy, sultry, warm, earthy tone scents. I kind of gravitate towards that. I also like clean and powdery, flowery scents, floral scents, but this isn't giving any of that. This is giving like this is absolutely a cream and Nivea. So it's like not even a whisper of cocoa butter, and that's kind of the problem for me. Um, yeah. So I think for the amount of this cream is great. Love the way the skin kind of like melts with it because sometimes there's creams that kind of like stick on top of the layer of your skin and you're just kind of like, okay, can you actually get off of me? Like you get out of the shower, you want to put some lotion on, and now you're feeling sticky and your clothes are sticky onto you, and it's just not a comfy feeling. You won't get that with this. So that's a plus, which is why it's not 0 or 1 out of 5, but it's 2 to 3 out of 5 because it's just not giving what I thought it would be giving. But anyways, to each their own. If this is for you, then cool. But that was for me. It was definitely a 2 to 3 out of 5. Okay, next. We're going to move on to some hair products next. Next is the Redken Acidic Bonding Concentrate. I absolutely loved this product, and skipping to the rating, give it a 5 out of 5. Okay, 5 out of 5 because, like, look at this. First of all, I did enjoy the packaging. I think it's not a wow. It's not a wow packaging, but it's lightweight, got the white and the silver. It is giving luxury. So it says directions: apply to damp hair and leave on for 5 to 10 minutes. Rinse, then apply acidic bonding concentrate shampoo. I've never tried the shampoo. Lather and rinse. Follow with acidic bonding concentrate conditioner. So on and so forth. In case of contact with the eyes, you gotta rinse it out, all the things. Okay. So, anyways, intensive treatment. So um I actually follow this other channel pertaining to hair products. I follow this other channel. What is the name of the channel? Let me go. Let me look on my phone really quick. But I do follow this other channel. It's actually really funny, guys, because um, I am constantly looking for where I was. I would say back in 2023, I was looking for specifically like healthy hair advice and healthy curly hair advice, all the things. And especially once I had actually was blonde, and I had done this thing where I decided I was going to do a Brazilian blowout on my Brazilian blowout treatment, which was like this cream where someone like had to put on a mask and eye shield, and it was a whole thing. And also a really bad thing that I then found out about because my hair was permanently straight. I thought it was just going to be like temporarily. No, that thing was bone straight. So, the growth that I have right now is after I cut it multiple times because I wasn't about that big chop life. This is a whole other story for another time, but essentially my point is I came across this YouTuber and trying to find his name right now. But yeah, okay, his name is the Blowout Professor. And I actually absolutely love his channel. When I was talking to someone about this, I was like, you should check out the Blowout Professor because I have learned so much from him. And he is so qualified, all the things. And I was like, disclaimer, he is a bald white male. Because, like, you wouldn't think that's what I would be recommending, right? You're going to be like, oh, you're going to recommend someone who has like your similar hair texture and all that. No, I was watching a lot of those videos, but I like the way that he shares the information, and it's very generous in the way that he shares the information. And as someone who actually has used his, information, okay, really quickly though, there's both sides are equal, okay? Just so you know, this just went back here. Just this, I'm not just saying this and then like one side is short and the other side is long. But as someone who used his advice, and I'll do a separate hair video, but I just want to show you who the Blowout Professor is, what his channel looks like currently. Blowout Professor, hopefully you can see what he looks like as well. So yeah, he's like a bald white dude, but I really like his channel. And I tried one product and I added another product and some other products that he recommended, and I have seen results. Okay, rather than scrambling, trying to figure out what works for my hair and all the other things I was doing, and some of the things were working, some of the things were not. A lot of the things were not, let's be honest. Anyways, especially like getting my hair back to health because it was like blonde, and the blonde wasn't that much of a problem. It was more to the health of my hair. More so, it was the Brazilian blowout treatment was the biggest issue, not necessarily the blonde. So I came across his channel and I had to get my hair back to its health. And last year is when I started the journey of cutting my hair and stuff, especially being pregnant with my son. And so this year, my hair looks a lot better. And so, long story short, that's how I even know about these products. Okay, so with the Redken Acidic Bonding Concentrate, I really enjoy this product. The first time that I used it, I saw a difference in my hair, and I was looking for hair masks. Looking for hair masks, and this is the one that I came across through the Blowout Professor, and I really enjoyed how my hair felt. So, and also the way my texture just kind of had some more life and bounce into it, after bleaching it and the treatment. Okay. So with that being said, I love the way that the product feels, and the ease of just putting it in your hair and then you wash it out. You can shampoo and conditioner and move forward, right? So with that being said, this for me is definitely a 5 out of 5 product. Again, this would be the link in the description, but I highly recommend this product. I think that this should be something that everyone uses for demanding processed hair. So I really like this. Your hair is dyed, all the things. You should grab this product. Okay, let's move on. So this is like before you shampoo, then add shampoo, and then sometimes I go between like conditioners and just hair masks, because the hair mask, um, deeply penetrates to the hair follicle after the shampoo and stuff. And it acts as a conditioner, but it's like deeper. So it's just kind of like, why don't I just skip the conditioner and just get the mask? So that's kind of what I was doing with this one. This is actually like my third empty bottle or tub. And this is the weightless hydrating mask. It's important to note that there's another one that says like intense hydration or something. And I was watching the Blow Up Professor because I thought like, okay, that one's probably, this one's probably, the weightless is probably like the regular. And then I have like more coarse, thick hair. So I should probably get the intense. But through watching the Blow Up Professor, I learned that actually that was just marketing. Just kidding, guys. That was just marketing. This is the one you really want to get. So I didn't get the intense one. I got the weightless hydrating mask. And because the thing is, you don't want to get like sucked into the marketing and then like it's a product that actually doesn't work for you versus having and looking at the ingredients and it's a product that is working for you. The number one thing that it has in here is water, which I think is really interesting. That's literally the first ingredient. And so with this, things that I enjoy about this product are that I really enjoy just the result. Well, first of all, I like the packaging. I actually do like the packaging. Not my most favorite, but I really like the blue that they use. When it talks about deep hydration and conditioning, restores elasticity, um, I believe that that is also something that I saw it have. So again, this is the Moroccan oil weightless hydrating mask, and that's what it looks like. Um, And have used this, I think, for the past 4 months. This is like my third tub. Actually, I do like the scent of this. It's very like islandy. Let me smell it again. Yeah, it's pretty like not good on my lip. I yeah, I use it all. um, I can't really put my finger on it. I just really like the smell. It's kind of like islandy and yeah, just also, I want to say that on here it says for fine dry hair. But as you can see, my hair is not fine, but I really like, oh, also with this product, I like that the definition that it gave with my curls. And then this one, I really enjoy like the softness that it gives. Like the texture is still like coily, but it feels deeply hydrated and it's noticeably softer. I think that's a really big thing because like I've had other products that I've used, and that was like my big thing where I would use it. And then, like in the shower, it felt soft and everything. And I was able to comb it out. And then once it dried, it was like dry. My hair was dry. And I'm like, I mean, it's supposed to be dry because my hair is dry right now, but it felt like dry and brittle. And yeah. So, anyway, if you have curly hair, you know what I'm saying. And if you don't have curly hair, if you've ever felt your hair and it just felt like dead is the best, and technically it's dead, but you know you don't want it to feel like it shouldn't even be on your head because it's not like soft and healthy. So as far as the cost, this is actually pretty pricey. I think it's like $30 or $40 depending on how like it jumps and fluctuates, I've noticed. So but I will say it does last um a while. And you don't need a whole lot, like a little goes a long way. So with that being said, the would I recommend this? Definitely a 5 out of 5 as well. Like have constantly throughout my life look for like those, products that I'm able to purchase again and again. And I only feel like recently I have through watching the Blowout Professor, like because he is a professional that has dealt with all kinds of hair and he just wants to give out like tips and tricks, um which I I just appreciate so much. Like, it's taken 2 decades for me to be able to stumble across his page, finally, someone's page. So anyway, this is what that is. And yep, 5 out of 5. And yeah, if you like hair masks or you're looking for hair mask or like you don't like that your hair is feeling dry, rough, or, you know, this is the one. I really like how hydrated it gets my hair. Okay. So usually after I do my mask or conditioner, I hop out the shower, and this is the first product that I would put in my hair. And so this is the Color Fanatic Pureology 21 Essential Benefits. Again, I had this recommended to me by the Blowout Professor. Okay, Pureology. And so it has 21 benefits. I don't think I'm going to say the full 21 benefits, but some of them, it's separated into 3 columns: prime, protect, and perfect. Helps preserve color vibrancy, excellent leave-in conditioner, and instantly detangles, makes blow drying easier, moisturizes parched hair, helps prevent split ends, helps prevent breakage from brushing and combing, helps strengthen the hair fiber, smooths out hair surface, creates silkiness, helps seal hair cuticle, reduces dryness, controls frizz, all the things, add shine. It just, I was looking for something with this. And so what's cool too with the Blowout Professor is he kind of lays out what it looks like to have a full hair routine. So, and he also kind of talks about what products will be best for you based on your hair. So he has like a hair quiz. When I was following him, he didn't have the hair quiz, but recently he's added the hair quiz. So, anyways, I have a new bottle of this. This one's gone. You can see right here how empty it is. And there was just like a little residue at the bottom. But I yeah, I really enjoy this. I love how it locks in the moisture in my hair, and it definitely does all the things that it says it does. There isn't a leave-in conditioner with the price and with all the benefits currently on the market other than this one. And so I have been using this since last year. I'll just, every time I'm empty, I buy a new. Actually, I think this is the first time I'm buying a new one. I don't remember buying another one prior to that. So this one, I think this lasted me like 8 months or so. Um, I just ran out and I bought a new one, and it says multitasking leave-in spray, and it's for color treated hair. Most of my hair is pretty, fresh, from the scalp, but I still have some of that blonde at the very end of my hair, as you can see, like right there. But I will probably be dyeing my hair again in the future because I do like more of a brown color, um, or a blondish color. So I'll probably be dyeing it, but you can kind of see there as well at the ends. So this one for me is a 5 out of 5. And this is a part of my routine as well. All right, so moving right along, I really, really enjoyed this curl defining cream. This is for hair again, and it claims to define and separate the curls, defines and enhances the appearance of curls. Argan oil infused formula increases bounce and movement while improving curl pattern for the entire Moroccan oil hair care experience. Visit a salon near you. Okay, I didn't mean to say that one. It just, after I started the sentence, I had to commit. So we're going to move on. So, um, time check. It's almost 10:30. I haven't used it recently. In the past month, I actually have not used it. So this doesn't like determine that or anything at all. It's more so that when I did use it, because as you can see, I squeezed until there was nothing else to squeeze in here. um, the Moroccan oil curl defining cream. I really enjoyed this cream. I thought that it smells really nice. Let me open it up again. And a 4 out of 5. And let me tell you why, because it's not necessarily something I would say you need to have. Um, or maybe you may feel like you need to have. But I personally don't feel like this is something I need to have. I would more so say some of the other products that I have shared 5 out of 5. But this one is kind of like it's nice to have, like you don't need it. Eyebrow was itching, but you don't need it. But like if you have it and you add it, it definitely adds to the definition and separation of your curls. So it does give just a little bit more of something. And the smell, like I said, the smell is really fragrant. And yeah, it kind of smells just like the hair mask. Honestly, a lot of the products that I've used for Moroccan oil smell pretty much exactly the same. So, with that said, that concludes this video. If you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I hope to do other product empties or end of the month empties, something like that. Because I just feel like I want to keep tabs on like what are the products that I've used and just be able to share, you know, what's working, what isn't working. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you got some benefit out of it, of some products that you may want to try, or if you have them and you've tried them or they are your go-to, let me know in the comment section below. And if you like videos like this, give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section so I can continue to make videos like this. I personally enjoy it. This is my first one, but I have enjoyed the one that I just did. All right, I need to go to bed. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.